Hi, my name is Yakov Smirnoff. I am comedian from Russia. On Russian television, we have only two channels. Channel 1 is propaganda. Channel 2, there's a KGB officer who tells you turn back to Channel 1. we have shows like Love Barge or Leave It to Brezhnev. My favorite show about the guy who has an opportunity to leave Russia but stays called That's Incredible. But nothing like comedy tonight.
It's Comedy Tonight with our guests, Peter Allen, Dennis Blair, Yakov Smirnoff, Bob Nelson, Alan Colmes, some of America's brightest comics, and who knows what else. Now, here's your host, BillBoggs.
Right. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, welcome to Comedy Tonight. Yakov Smirnoff will be back. Our special guest tonight is the Australian bi-coastal Oscar-winning singer-songwriter Peter Allen. But first, here is a non-Oscar-winning singer-songwriter who lives in one place, Mr. Dennis Blair.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good to see you. I'd like to begin, ladies and gentlemen, with the shortest song in the world. The shortest song in the world. Do you love me? No! Okay, that was this. I love the blues. That's my favorite kind of music, you know. I love all those old black blues singers always had the best names, you know. Like Blind Lemon Jefferson. Where do you get a name like that? Does your father give it to you when you're born or something? Mr. Jefferson, it's a boy. What do you want to call it? Oh, Blind Lemon. I made my decision, Blind Damn Lemon, that's it. Let me ask my wife, what do you say, Blind Sarah? What do you say? Always wanted to sing the blues, you know, but they say a white guy can't sing the blues because a white guy hasn't suffered enough, you know. So I guess if a white guy sang the blues, it would wind up sounding like, I have a very nice job, thank you. I'm going to law school next year. I have 2.5 children, and I drink imported beer. I've got those white man blues. Of course, soul music's great, too. I love soul music. Boy, those guys, soul singers, can sing anything, any kind of song, make it sound terrific. Mary Had a Little Lamb. I say, Mary. I say, Mary. I'm not talking about Patricia, no. I said Mary had a piece of lamb, yeah. Soul singers. They're all great soul singers. Lionel Richie, one of my favorites. I'm stuck on you, 'cause while we were making love, I spilled the crazy glue. From the album Songs You'll Never Hear on the Radio, featuring great stars, people like Tiny Tim. I sat down too fast on the bicycle seat. Sonny and Cher. Girl, you know I love you a lot, but there's this disease I have. It's the same one that you've got. Babe, it's VD, babe. You got it from me, babe. There's something you won't see on TV. Why not, though? They got commercials against VD on television. Why not just have really big rock stars do them? You know, people like Bruce Springsteen. I thought I was protected that summer evening in the park. Now I'm infected. Guess we should have kept dancing in the dark. That would be nice, boy. John Cougar. Hurts so good. Oh, boy, babe, you know it hurts so good. I got an itch where I don't think I should, you know. And of course, the fabulous Beach Boys. I got these bugs in my underwear and I can't tell. Soon I'll get a big rash that'll hurt like hell. My buddies and me are getting real well known, 'cause when you got BD, people leave you alone. It gets around all over town. not sold in stores. Thank you very much. You've been very nice. Thanks.
Okay, with us right now is a man from Russia. This is actually what they look like. This is a Russian comedian, Yakov Smirnoff. And actually, you may have some questions for him. We wanted to see a TV show. But I never really thought that there were comedians in Russia.
We have comedians. They're there. They're dead. It's hard to do comedy there. You know, you have to be very careful. If you say a joke like, take my wife, please, you get home, she's gone.
Well, you want to take some questions from the
I'd
audience?
love to, sure.
Who has a question for Yakov? Okay. Stand up. What is it?
Is it hard to adjust to the English language?
It's not easy. You have a lot of expressions in English language that are very difficult to adjust to. Like, a friend of mine said to me, I quit smoking cold turkey. I said, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, that'll work.
What do you smoke now, ham? You know, things like that are very difficult, but
Another,
it's fun.
over here, question for Yakov? Stand up. All right, go ahead.
Yakov, I'd like to know what kind of cars they drive in Russia.
A mostly convertible car called bicycle. But they do have a lot of Soviet-made cars, and they're pretty good. You know, it can go up to 200 miles an hour if you fill it up with rocks and throw it off the mountain or something. You can do that.
All right, that's
you
good.
very
I saw
much.
somebody else's
Sure.
hand down here. All right, what's your question?
What's your favorite American food?
Chinese. No, it's actually, my favorite Russian food was a bread sandwich, which was a piece of bread between two pieces of bread. And it took me a while to find it here. It's called Big Mac. I shouldn't have said that, but I did.
What do you like best about America that you never had in Russia?
The best thing about America I never had in Russia, warning shots. Those are great. In Russia, they don't shoot up in the air. They shoot towards you, and that's warning for a next guy.
Well, wait a second. You've been in America a while. What do you miss about Russia?
Any other question? No. There are some good things about Soviet Union. There's plenty of parking spaces. There's always a policeman if you need one. The post office is great there because the information gets to you sooner. They can read it to you over the phone. That's pretty much, I mean, there is a lot of, you know, I like this country. There's so many great things here. So it's fun to do comedy here. You can say anything you want to. You can go into President Reagan and say, I don't like Reagan. We can do the same thing in Russia. We can go to
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev. Yeah, I've changed this joke so many times.
Yakov, you're terrific. Thanks a lot. Listen, here is an American comedian who has no desire to perform in Russia. Bob Nelson.
Thank you. Thank you. I do that just to prove I'm not on drugs. And they also do it for the people who are on drugs. Tell me if you recognize this guy.
How you doing, babe? What's your sign? I'm a feces. My friends call me number 2. You know, I've been looking at you, and I have decided that you are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. It was very forward of me. I'm very drunk. You can be very ugly. I can't tell. Hey, did you happen to see that Ferrari out front? How would you like to take a ride in it? Me too. Oh, I'm sorry. I must be full. Oh, boy. I hope you like sports. Do you like sports? Yeah. I'm over here. Meep. Okay. Here's one.
It's a holy balloon. Football. See?
And now, let's meet the players of the College All-Star Game.
Billy Bob Brubeck, University of Texas, right guard. Tom.
Robert W. Wilson, Harvard University, quarterback.
Hi, Muffy.
Number 72. Oh, shoot. No, 27.
Tony Cappuccino, Brooklyn University, and, oh boy.
Epi Epperman. Cleveland University. And I'm on the special team. Excellent. I catch the football.
Bruce Koskiaski, San Francisco University, tight end.
Right. Quasi White Shoes Moto, Notre Dame, halfback. Thank you very much for these orders. Thank you.
Well done.
Still to come, Alan Colmes and the boy next door, Peter Allen.
This is Peter Allen, and this is Alan Colmes. Hi, Alan.
Thank you. It's great to be here on Comedy Tonight. It's a great career opportunity for me. Of course, when the career goes well, the personal life in the dumper. I think you can relate to that. Sometimes you're on a date, you know, it's not enough you're never going to see the person again. You want to end it right then and there. I'm talking like 7:30, 7:45. This always happens in the car. It's always a girl in the car turns to the guy and says something like, "Let me out." Don't bother stopping the car. But we're in the Gobi Desert. I don't care, I'll walk home. See, it's traumatic for a guy asking a girl out in the first place because there's always a fear that she's going to be honest. We'd like to go out? you're a jerk. Don't bother asking anyone else either, okay? They all think you're a jerk. We had a World Conference of Women, and you're a jerk. Some women aren't honest. They don't know how to say no. They kind of lie to you, let you down easy. Would like to go out? Hey, what day is today? Friday? Call me in a year. Better yet, give me your number and I'll throw it out. Sometimes little tip-offs let you know when somebody's not interested. Things like, hello, Sherilyn. Who's this? It's Alan. I'm not here right now. Now, people don't want to get involved. It's very difficult having a relationship, and people in different walks of life break up differently. First of all, when people break up, you ask them why they broke up, they always say, it was mutual. We all know it was mutual means I got dumped. Is it ever really mutual, as one person say? I never want to see you again. The other one says, you know, it's a great idea. It really is. You ever go on a blind date with somebody, have nothing in common with them whatsoever, except the person who fixed you up? Which is all you talk about all night long. Hey, Joe's a great guy, isn't he? Great guy. I think I'm going to break his legs next time I see him. People do break up differently in different walks of life. For example, how would a doctor break up with his girlfriend? Doesn't look good. Maybe we should get a second opinion. How about a game show host? One of us is unhappy. The other one wants things to go on just the way they are. Susie, you have to decide which one is which. You got 15 seconds. Here's a strange career, being a psychic. How would a psychic break up with his girlfriend? Told you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. All right, our special guest is Peter Allen. As you probably know, Peter Allen is a man who has done everything. He has danced with the Rockettes. He's ridden a camel on stage. So, Peter, what's next?
I don't exactly know what's going on. I'm beginning to be upset about the direction my career is going in.
Really?
Well, you know, it's hard to fight it these days. Remember when I wore a Hawaiian shirt, then it was called like outrageous? Now I have no nude photos to bring out. You know, you have Madonna, you got Prince to fight, Boy George. They make Bette Midler and I look like this nice suburban couple. So it's hard to know what to do.
Maybe you should work in Disneyland.
No, you know what happened? Disneyland called me up. It was the weirdest thing. And they said, we have chosen you to represent Disneyland's 30th anniversary. Now, in your wildest dreams, would you choose me to represent
Ambassador
Disneyland?
of Goodwill.
Disneyland. But like the weird thing was, I said, well, when is it? They said, tomorrow. I said, did someone else quit? They said, no, it's all for you. Special song, great costume. I said, I don't know, I'm just not Disneyland. They said, you follow Julie Andrews. I said, I'm not pure enough for this. I know this is wrong. But they said, you can have any ride you want in Disneyland. So I thought 30 rides on Space Mountain, so I went. So it was kind of all right, except the song was like one of those Music Man ones, Is There a Band? I had to march up and down with brass bands up and down the main street. And the costume I hated. I knew Michael Jackson must have quit because you saw it was all, that had epaulets, it was medals and everything. It was horrible. One silver glove, I said, are you joking with this costume for me? You know. So, but I did it. And I got back, and I had to smile for 11 hours straight, which was not easy. Got back to the hotel, and the manager says, your ex-wife, Liza, is in the bar. And I said, she's in the bar because she just came out of Betty Ford. He said, oh, no, she's having coffee. Oh. She likes the piano player. So she said, come in and and see her. She wants to see her. She's waiting there for her. So I went in, and no, I was out of costume already. I read it, but I was ready to scowl. I didn't want to see anyone. So I said, sit down, and I said, where's your husband? She said, he's in New York. I said, I'd love to. So she said, you look a little tired. I said, oh, I've been up and down Disneyland with this brass band all day. Is there a band? And she went, oh, she said, I like that song. Is there a band? She gets up and does this whole rendition. I said, how do you know this song? She said, I didn't like the costume. Can you imagine? They were giving us the same, they were showing us the same things. So what I'm doing now is I'm going back to what I do good.
You're writing Broadway.
Songs. No camels, no Rockettes. I mean, it just got to the point whenever they had like 50 girls, red feathers here, silver here,
Bring in Peter
get
Allen.
Peter Allen, put him in the middle, he'll know what to do, you know. So
I am just very happy you could be with us on Comedy Tonight. We've been friends a long time, and you're really one of the best performers
I think
anywhere.
This could be it for you.
Thank you. We'll be back right after this. Okay, thanks to our guests Peter Allen, Dennis Blair, Yakov Smirnoff, Bob Nelson, Alan Colmes. Yakov, you had some last-minute questions.
I wanted to ask you, why is it on TV in America when somebody gets shot, they say he bought a farm? Does he really, if they shoot you, like, do they give you really a farm or something? Or a cow or something? I mean,
Actually, it's a condominium.
You bought a condo. What other questions you want to know about our lifestyle?
There are so many things like advertisement. I was reading newspaper and it says, big sale last week.
Yeah.
Now, why advertise? I already missed it. They're just rubbing it in.
You got us there, Yakov. You're right.
I don't,